Jacob.
We're going for a drive. '64 Pontiac GTO.
And we're definitely not going to launch this one, so Yuri, give me a rolling floor it. Oh my God.
What's the horsepower, Jacob?
460 horsepower from a 6.2 liter LS3 engine because this is a Restomod.
And the reason we're doing a GTO is because Gary over at Legendary Motor Car offered up some of his collection. Check out his YouTube. He's got a lot of interesting videos with all the history on a lot of the cars, a lot of really important cars, and they sell cars, so you can check out the whole inventory there on the website too.
And let us know what you guys want us to review from their inventory, and please don't pick the very legendary expensive racing cars because we don't want to drive those because we can't afford to crash them.
Okay, and the reason we're starting with the GTO is because this is actually the first muscle car ever built.
Yeah, so we've never driven a muscle car ever in our lives, like a real one.
Yes, and we're starting with the first actual muscle car because I think it was John DeLorean. I don't know all the history. We're here to just have fun with these cars. I think he put a big engine into this car when he shouldn't have, and they sold it like that, and that started the muscle car trend.
Since this is our first real muscle car, Yuri, do you really care about muscle cars?
As a kid growing up, loved muscle cars. Too Fast, Too Furious. I was cheering for the guy with the Yenko Camaro and the Challenger. Nowadays, I'm like, give me those Japanese cars, but driving one of these is so cool.
See, and I really like Mustangs and Camaros and stuff like that, which technically these days aren't really muscle cars. Like the Challenger is the closest thing we have to a muscle car.
Yeah, what's your favorite old school muscle car growing up?
I don't even know.
Cuda. For me, it was, I thought Cudas were the sickest.
See, I didn't really care about anything from like way back when, unless it was a Mustang. Like a 67 Mustang, specifically the one in Gone in 60 Seconds, okay. The second one.
So we're going to find out through this experience doing more muscle cars what we actually like, what's cool, and we want to know what your favorite muscle car is. Leave a comment below. Pause it. I need to know. And have you driven it or not? Yeah, I guess I got to check over my shoulder because
yeah. Oh, we got to turn.
Oh.
Okay, so let's talk about a couple things that are completely different from modern cars. I am flying around everywhere on turns because we do not have shoulder belts, we have lap belts. Yes, you probably can't see them on camera.
And even though these seats are technically bucket seats, this is what a bucket seat was because it wasn't a bench. It is the slipperiest, least supportive thing in the world. It's friggin' hilarious.
It looks like there's bolstering, but I promise you there is no bolstering, and they are extremely shined up.
And we've got no headrests, no airbags. It's one of those kind of cars.
It's amazing. The experience of this is probably the coolest thing I've experienced. Like the open air, like look at this.
Yeah.
Look at this.
And the steering wheel.
Oh my God.
Huge, super thin, very interesting. And we've got a shifter that really sticks out, but this is a Tremec T56 6-speed, where I think the original one would only come with a 4-speed or a probably 3-speed auto.
Yeah, and we have a Hurst shifter, so the notchiness is extremely notchy. And then this would have come with a 389 engine, which is a 6.5 liter engine, but now we have a 6.2 liter, making a lot more power than it would have.
And we actually have power disc brakes.
Oh my God, you almost blew my head into the freaking windshield.
I forget, dude. This is,
I don't have a lap.
Look, it's my bad. Or whatever. That is my bad. Let me make up for it.
Oh, it's a good thing you turned off traction control.
So these cars don't have traction control.
They have none of that stuff. We don't have ABS either.
And this is rear-wheel drive only, obviously.
Of course, yeah. All-wheel drive was not a thing.
Yeah.
Maybe for Jeeps.
So for all you people, I need an all-wheel drive car. Yo, they got around with this in real life. Also, this is a convertible.
Yes, because these also came in hardtop.
And we don't know the top operation, and we're not going to mess with it.
No, we are definitely not. But there is a top button, so that does exist in the car.
Okay, now, before you drive, because I want to get you behind the wheel pretty soon, because this is fun as hell, looks-wise, do you like the looks of this?
I do really like it. It looks so cool. I do think I would prefer it in a hardtop, but seeing the front end of this with the circle lights, I love it.
So I think this was originally like a Pontiac Le Mans or something that they added a GTO package to, and then this went from 64 to 67, and then they moved on to like the GTO Judge style after that, you know, from Dazed and Confused, the yellow one?
Okay.
And then this isn't my favorite style of muscle car at all. I'm very like 69 to 73 or
Yes.
67 to 73. That's my ideal.
I think I am too.
But then I think muscle cars stopped after that because of the gas crisis, and that's when everyone had like just.
They got horrible in the 80s. Like they got like 4
No,
cylinders.
I think even halfway through the 70s it got bad.
Right, yeah, okay. Gas crisis or whatever.
Yeah.
Something before we were born.
Look, watch Discovery Channel and you'll learn all about it. This is not that.
And Jay Leno.
Yeah. Shout out Jay Leno. I watched his review on this, but it was like an original one, so that was pretty cool. So we got a super long hood, and to pop the hood, we have to do it from the outside. There's no hood latch.
Yeah, so if you just want to pop up a random hood in a random parking lot, if you ever see these, you just reach underneath.
And here's a cool shot of the engine.
And you can see that this was very well modified. We have like coil on plug and stuff like that. It's a really well done Restomod.
Yeah, it makes me feel nice looking underneath that. And the last thing I want to mention before you drive, I think this car, I don't know if this is a Restomod thing or if this is how it originally was. I think they invented the fake hood scoops, you said.
Yeah, so I looked at the hood, I'm like, oh, hood scoop, wait a second. This is as far back as we have seen a fake hood scoop.
But it might be a Restomod thing because I think Pontiac was notorious for Ram Air.
Okay.
And that's where it would have been. But I don't know. We don't know.
But it's pretty funny to see that here.
All right, time to get you behind this big thin wheel and have some original muscle car fun.
Okay, I will not launch control this either. No launch control, already rolling floor in. Holy crap!
Yo, this is so much better than like every new car.
It's so much crazier. Like the whole thing shifts up, shifts down, shifts up, like on every acceleration.
The tires are always tripping.
Holy
and
crap.
yeah, this is a Restomod, but I'm pretty sure the old ones did that kind of stuff too.
God, what an experience. Like, you can't get anything like this these days, for good and bad. Like, this is amazing with the modern drivetrain, but a lot of stuff in here is kind of crazy.
You would have to turn off like 90,000 things in the new Cadillac CT5 to have like anything close to this kind of like experience.
Yeah. Okay, so we do have quite a bit of power. It's very linear. It's an LS3. It's all good. The shifter, the 6-speed is great. I love the distance away from the steering wheel, and the steering wheel is razor thin. The spokes are like, I can see everything through this. Nothing's blocking anything. There's a lot of play in the steering wheel, which is totally fine.
I would be scared on turbo. Yo, hit the horn for me.
Well, that's good.
10 out of 10 horn.
And let's test the suspension going over these train tracks at the speed limit. Actually, let's even go below, because we're in miles per hour, so I don't actually know. Okay, so suspension overall before train tracks, very comfortable, and wow.
The whole car took it, and my seat didn't move.
I'm pretty sure I saw every corner independently to go like this, and I didn't move. Okay, so I'm in fourth. Let's downshift. Let's do a little rev match. Oh yeah, I like this. And floor it. Man, this pulls.
It's good power.
This is pleasant. Wow, okay, so suspension, very body rolly as we'd expect, very comfortable. This is a ultimate cruiser these days, whereas before it was a muscle car.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a muscle car.
It is, but like cruising wise, this is where I'd like to be.
Hey, we got carried away, we forgot about the looks.
Okay, right, so let's talk about the side.
It's a 2-door, because it's a convertible, but I think all the GTOs were 2-door.
And it's just a big slab from the side. I like it. You don't have like that convertible thing where there's like, uptakes on new cars. It's just flat right across.
This is old, dangerous, no regulations kind of stuff.
Yes, and Yuri, patented muscle car test that we used to do when we first started driving old cars. And let's do that right now. Muscle car test.
Yeah, elbow
pass.
is perfect. You pretty much have to like hold on turns.
All right. Yeah, you really do.
And from the side view mirrors don't really take up any space because there's only one.
Yeah.
And it's kind of on the hood.
Yes, it's over there, so I don't have to look over here. As a passenger, I kept looking behind me, but I couldn't look.
And as a driver, you need to just crank your head to the right.
Exactly.
And then what do you think of these wheels?
They're Hurst wheels. These are probably one of the most classic wheels you can get on something like this.
And then it's got like fake center locks on it.
Well, that's like the thing that they did back then, right?
Yeah,
these like spinner kind of things.
I don't know if that was cool or not. I don't know. It's hard to go back in time to see what was cheesy or not, and which were the hardcore guys like, hey, why are you putting this fake stuff on if it's not real?
Yeah, I think it's cool.
And then we got a red line on the tire.
Yep.
It's got a really distinctive look to it.
Opposite of white walls.
Oh, it's like
red is speed.
And then we got so much body panel for the trunk behind that.
Yes, and then if we open the trunk, we also have a lot of room inside that trunk.
Yeah, we got like a huge spare there. You got to use the key to get in. There's no latch, so that's kind of interesting.
And the body line kind of goes straight into the taillights, very old school.
Yeah, I don't know what really to compare it to because I'm so new to muscle car stuff.
To me, that's like Cadillac. Like Cadillac to me does that thing with the taillights.
And then we got a nice little exhaust tip sticking out there, so we should probably listen to it
from the outside. Sounds really good. Even at idle, it's got like a nice little bit of a cammed idle.
This is not too loud of a car. I figured as a muscle car, it'd be bap, 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 but this is, I guess, reasonable chill Restomod.
Listen to it from the inside again. It's nice, very, very reasonable.
Yeah. So overall, looks-wise, where would you rank this in your muscle car rating? Not even like between cars, like it a lot or don't like it too much.
I do like it a lot, but I think I need to drive more of Legendary Motor Cars inventory to get a real grasp of this era, because I legitimately have never really looked into all this stuff because it was way before my time.
Let's just go over cars quickly in their inventory, just say what we like more than this and what we like less than this.
Okay, a Jacob thumbs up and a Yuri thumbs up.
Challenger RT, yes. We like this more. Doesn't count, but also like this more. Challenger, we like that more. Trans Am, which is pretty much a GTO, like that one more.
Boss 302.
Like it more. GT500, King of the Road. Like it more. Nova or Chevelle? Chevelle. I still like the Nova more than the GTO. 69 Camaro. Buick GS, I could tie with the GTO.
Okay.
Don't say it.
Prowler.
This is not a Prowler. Oh, it's Prowler. But overall, this is like near the bottom of what I like from muscle cars. Like I think a Dart is cooler than this.
Really?
Yeah, I like Darts.
Okay.
I'm a Mopar no car baby.
Yeah,
but I do like Pontiac. I had some Firebirds back in the day.
But I love that they stuffed the biggest engine that they had into the smallest car, which basically started the muscle car era, right? Like that is the muscle car thing to do. And then Dodge has basically done that in more recent times.
They kept doing it.
Yeah.
So other cool stuff on the interior, we have updated digital gauges.
Yeah, they're decoded digital gauges.
So they're analog, they look real like the old ones did, but then we got digital at the bottom, which is like all I ever want in any car.
And these are actually gauges that I looked up prior to getting the gauges for my Fox body, because these are gauges that look like vintage gauges, but they're totally modern.
Yeah, and then we've got vintage air in here, so that's like a new style air conditioning, because the old style was, I guess, some like old refrigerant stuff.
Yeah, so I did also look into that for my Fox body, so that is actually a really good air conditioning system that a lot of people are fitting to their old school cars, but still gives them that nice modern air conditioning.
And then we got like cool brushed metal plated kind of looking thing in here. We got an old radio. I don't know if it worked or not or anything.
Do we have satellite radio? Does it rewind? Yuri, I'm gonna give you 10 minutes of this review to talk about the infotainment.
Nah,
please,
it's all good.
Have at it.
It's all good.
Okay, you can't say I never gave you that chance.
I don't even see speakers in this car. Like I actually don't know where the speakers would be.
They're probably just hidden. The windshield vibrates.
And then as for seat comfort, honestly, not that uncomfortable, but definitely not stable. Okay, we're going through a turn.
Yuri, hang on to the transmission tunnel, as I will too. Oh yeah, here we go.
Is this where the meme came from, where muscle cars can't turn?
Oh my God. yeah. Holy crap. Okay, back to this interior.
Straight line. There we go. And then backseat room.
Not the best.
You just fold the seat forward and it'll go forward. There's no like latch or anything, which is kind of sketchy, I guess.
Yeah, that's old school, whatever, it's all good. But
there's just enough room.
Tons of headroom, it's great.
Don't roll over in this. Or get in a collision where your neck goes back.
Yeah, there's a lot of body panel, but not so much crumple zone, I guess.
Cup holder test.
Muscle car pass? Because there's nothing that we can find.
There's this, which I think is an ashtray, but I don't know how to pop that out, and I don't want to risk breaking it. But I think the real cup holder is when you go to like an old diner and they just attach it to the side of your window.
Yeah, that's why we got these nice flat panels.
And then visor test. They're fully attached. They don't
muscle
really
car
move.
pass?
I think. No, this comes out, I think.
Oh.
Ah.
Oh, wow.
Let me get yours out.
Oh, here we go.
I mean, that's like full length. 3, 2, 1. And this has a mirror that clips on, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. This is hilarious. Yuri, can you clip mine in for
I
me?
got you.
I'm trying to drive here. Thank you. So I guess that's a fail, but also a pass because it's so
I don't think it matters.
No, it does not matter.
Oh God.
Okay, we got another turn coming up, guys. Oh my God.
That was 35 miles an hour, and that felt like
100. Holy crap. And from the driver's seat, like I said earlier, you can see right through the steering wheel, so the gauges are perfectly visible. We have a bunch of little switches and knobs here, which I'm not going to touch or press. We do have the ignition system over on the left, just like a Porsche 911 race car.
And it's normal keys, no push to start.
And we have 4 pedals because ultimate race car. So we have 3
e-brake.
We have 3 clutches. Just kidding.
So I feel like that's everything we want to talk about our first muscle car experience, right?
This is great. This is just like, we're going for a drive. That's all we did today.
This is the original going for a drive kind of thing that we would do as buddies driving driving cars randomly.
And let us know if you guys want to see more of this stuff. Head over to Legendary Motor Cars inventory to check out everything they have, and let us know what you guys want us to drive next.
Ask me to get to the price.
Let's get to the price.
This one is for sale right now for $89,000 US.
Canadian, US.
US. Hey, if you like old muscle cars, this is available and this is awesome and it's very daleable. We haven't driven an old one that's original, but if you want to actually put some miles on it, so then overall muscle car wise, this is going to be our baseline.
Train tracks again, sorry, 1 second.
Yeah,
That's
it's like
good.
the car moves and the seats stay still.
Yes.
And then where would you rank Pontiac for your brands that you like? Because we had Plymouth, Pontiac, Ford, Chevy, Buick, Olds.
Did Ford really have like a muscle car other than the Mustang, which is a pony car?
AMC as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they had the Torino or whatever.
Yeah.
The one from Starsky and Hutch.
Yuri, I'm literally just gonna have to go through a Legendary Motor Cars
We're
inventory
gonna go through all
this
the
is my
freedom.
first muscle car experience. I can't speak to anything else.
So we will start our own muscle car ranking chart with this as our baseline. Let us know what you thought. This is the true Yuri and Jacob going for a drive. We just had to go through 500 new cars to get here.
Thanks, guys. Thumbs up, like, subscribe to Legendary Motor Car, like everything.
Do not unsubscribe from this video because we're trying something new.